Sleep when you're dead.
I know that's right. And we won't stress about
Not at all.
it. Man, y'all, welcome to another edition of the Elite Mancast. Man, y'all tune in and tell a friend every Wednesday where we share these great topics, man, and have discussions about how to heal, how to feel better, how to get better, and doing things like that in this day and age because we need it, man. We got to have these conversations for people who just don't have nobody to talk to. This is your safe space, man. But y'all know what it is, man. We got the panel, we got Mr. Michael, and we got Dr. Feel Good. You remember that on school days? Dr. Feel Good. All right, big brother Mike T. Come on with it, Mike. What you got for us?
Wow. Hey, what's up, everybody? Glad to be here. Another wonderful day. And our topic tonight is stress. So, there's a popular saying that the only thing constant in life is change. But actually, stress, which is also known as pressure, is also a constant because we're constantly being bombarded in one way or another, whether it's mental stress or physical stress. And stress sometimes has been demonized. If you go to the doctor, they tell you your blood pressure is too high. Well, actually, that's a sign that you need to do something about it to control it. Because the one thing that we definitely need to do is be able to control the stress. Because stress itself is not bad, it's just how we deal with it, whether it's physical or mental. So let's get on down to it. What you got, Dr. Feel Good?
Uh, got everything feeling good. That's why I'm, mellowed out tonight. But nah, tonight we're gonna talk about the different types of stress, how to prevent it, what causes it. Stress is a natural reaction to pressure changes, like you mentioned. It's triggered by external events, life changes, work, money, relationships, worry, and perfectionism, which is my thing because first off, I'm a Virgo. Secondly, I like everything to be perfect.
Hmm.
I deal with it like when it comes to play presentations, when it comes to just employees, period. I want the best for everybody, but you can't get the best out of everyone because they don't expect the best from themselves, which causes minor stress, but we'll discuss that later on. But what you got, Keith?
Yeah, man. We just thinking about how more times than not nowadays how it's more men having emotional stress,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like we have to really men really have to get back into the reading the books, man, doing the exercises, getting back physically fit so that the confidence and that the confidence and the self-esteem can go back up to a level, man, to where it's like, men are taking charge again because a lot of men can't take charge because they so stressed behind I don't have enough money or I'm not looking the way I need to be looking to in order to keep this woman. And it's like we shouldn't have to think about that because if you're doing the exercises, if you're reading getting the new information, because a lot of us like to live off of old information. And it's like
Hmm.
every day we get up, man, we have to reprogram our life, man. Think about new ways to get it. You know what I'm saying? True
Mm-hmm.
enough, you may have a job, you may have, your ways of getting your income, but I really know that if you read more information, if you change with the times, you won't have a problem holding your family down because they'll see you as the great man that you really are deep down because you will be doing the things. You will be planning family day. You will be planning dates for you and the woman. You will be doing the things that men really do back in the day. That's how we had to court the woman. You know what I'm saying? And then, there's always that physical stress to where it's like, "Shit, man, this is too demanding for me. I can't hold on." So, but we gonna touch on a little bit of everything. We got some ways to calm your stress down too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's just, in simple terms, stress happens when you feel that situation is too demanding or difficult to handle. We all know that. But the thing is,
Hmm.
having emotional intelligence so that you're not getting emotional behind it. So you're not allowing that to be too demanding. Because, sometimes you just take a break, man, and walk away to come back to something and do it greater. But
Yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So we in it now. Oh, at its core, stress is not really the enemy. It all really boils down to how you handle it because stress is just it's like a built-in survival system. When there's a threat, any kind of perceived threat, your body, the adrenaline starts to pumping, cortisol starts pumping, you get a heightened awareness, your focus is clearer, you get that adrenaline rush to where you just get a burst of energy. That's that fight or flight response that the brain gives you in times of danger. The
Mhm.
problem with stress is that stress, when it's short term, is good at times because when you go to the gym to work out, when you're lifting weights, you're putting added stress on your body. That's a good thing because that stress actually helps to dissipate some of that adrenaline and the cortisol because the cortisol buildup causes problems in the body later. So when you're under constant stress, there's no way to relieve that stress. That's when you start having diseases. Your body starts to break down mentally and physically. And it shows in so many different ways. Like we've been hearing lately about these guys killing themselves and their wives, or a kid killing his mother and himself. You got plenty of people in jail because they couldn't handle the stress. And most of the time, it was something simple that just pushed them over the top because of the constant buildup. So, like I say, stress is not the enemy. It's down. It boils down to how you deal with the stress.
Yeah, having that emotional intelligence, man.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that's a word that we really don't I don't really believe a lot of people really understand that, emotional intelligence will keep you less stressful.
Hmm.
Exercising will keep you less stressful because I really see, so like if your life was in danger and if you was physically fit, you wouldn't find yourself stressing. You would find yourself finding the courage to say, hey, this is what I'm finna do. I'm finna attack this man before he get me.
Hmm.
It's like when we was playing sports growing up. You know what I'm saying? True enough, some people be scared to run the football. But then when you get
Yep.
the football and you take out running, you're not scared no more. You done got that, like you said, that adrenaline start pumping and you figure the things out, man. So that's why, like I was saying earlier, emotional intelligence, man. We have to really press that word down people's throat because if you emotional intelligent, you will be aware at all times of situations that may occur and that may not occur. It's like
Right.
having faith. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they have faith, and then as soon as COVID came, then they started feeding you down your throat. Everybody's stressing. Oh man, they said COVID. Oh, they said oh. I said, what happened to all that faith y'all have? So when you can't have faith and be scared at the same time because
Right.
faith is
That's
believing
impossible.
in the unknown. See, a lot of people believe in God, but you got to know God. You got to know
Mm.
that everything is going to be taken care of for the simple fact that you got that faith system, that you got that knowing system, because you've gotten out of situations before. So why would this be a stressful event? Or why would a certain situation be stressing you out when you've already gotten out of that? You've gotten out of so many other situations that could have been stressful. They probably were
Hmm.
stressful, but sometimes a lot of people do have to go through the stress in order to beat the stress. But I say, let's beat the stress before it gets stressful. That's all.
But
Well,
you pretty much have to go through stress. I mean, your whole life, there are things, it's starting as a kid. You got to deal with different things. And nowadays, a lot of kids are protected from these things. Like, you got a bully outside, your parents going to fight your fight for you instead of you going out there standing up to him. Or you on a sports team and everybody gets a trophy just because you're on the team. So now you don't know how to deal with, oh well, I lost the game or I didn't get a trophy. Man, that just
Boy,
means you gotta go play harder.
I
You
don't know
wanna
what
start?
mama. I don't know what mama you had. Boy, my mama, hey, you going back out there and you better get that fight gone. Boy, I don't
But
come out here with
that's
that crime. We don't play that.
that's the way we grew up. Nowadays,
Yeah.
your
Well,
kid bullying my kid,
we
now you
don't
got
know.
brothers going
I
to.
still know some mamas like that now. I got some mamas that'll take
Oh,
you back to the fight. These my little
I do
home.
too.
My
But I know there's a
homegirls,
lot of kids
I
out
ain't
there.
talking about my mama now. I'm talking about the ones that we done my daughter and them friends. They'll take their kids back. Y'all come back out here. We finna see Charles. Who out here wanting to fight you?
Hmm.
You finna fight them right now. I ain't
Yep,
raising
every
none.
one of them.
Yeah. I
I
still
know
see
what
it.
you mean, but see, we grew up in a different time. And
But
I
no, I'm
mean,
not
now
talking
you
about
still got
I'm
some that
talking about
still,
right now, Mike.
but
I ain't talking about me.
I'm talking about the same thing. You just ain't letting me finish what I'm
You
saying.
right. You keep talking
But
about a
I
different time.
understand.
Go ahead. My fault,
Nah,
brother. My
I'm
fault.
talking
My
about
fault.
like back with us growing up, we didn't have the psychologists telling our parents what to do with kids. We would get our butts whooped. We got punished. Everything was different. But then all of a sudden, you got the psychiatrist telling people, "Oh, you shouldn't be hitting your kids. You got to build self-esteem in kids. You got to be their friend." Then things started to change. Now you got kids raising kids that don't know how to teach the kids to be able to deal with the stress of not being on the starting team or not making the team, not getting a
Yeah.
trophy. All these little simple things, or just being told no. You tell a kid no, they start going into a temper tantrum. Well, if
Yeah.
we done that back in my day, we got our ass whooped. Like you
Yeah.
act up in the store, you get your ass whooped in the store in front of
Yeah.
everybody. And they'll be like, you getting embarrassing me in front of these white people. But you didn't go out and do it again, and you learned how to deal with being told no. But now
Yeah.
you got kids that just they talk back. You try to say something to them, I'll call the cops. When that shit came out back in, I think was the 80s or so, my mom was talking about, yo, call the cops if you want to. I'm gonna whoop your ass in front of them and then go to jail. But that's the way they were. But things changed after a while because psychologists telling you how to treat your kids, but these psychologists that were telling you never raised a kid.
Mm.
And now you got people that can't deal with the simple fact of being told no. Everybody's got to be pushed to the next grade because they don't want anybody left back because that lowers his self-esteem. No, that tells him that you got to work harder, study more, quit playing around in class.
Yeah.
That way you can move forward with your classmates. And ain't nobody laughing at you about being left behind.
What you mean, like being 18 in the 10th grade?
Yeah, man.
No, you 22
Hey,
and you a
man.
senior? Okay, goodness.
Yeah.
In high school at that, that's yo. But see, when they started changing all that, mental health started going downhill because people they don't learn how to deal with this the everyday stress of being somebody yelling in your face. You can't take being yelled at. So how do you deal with life? You can't commit suicide but one time. So every time somebody yell at you, you want to go kill yourself?
That's not a bad.
No, it doesn't work that way.
But
So
that's only if you
you
do it
got to
right
start
first.
early to learning how to deal with stress. I mean, you go fight, you go play sports. Yo, if you lose, you lose. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm cry. You can cry. No, you just do better the next time. Train harder and go out there and show them. But people, a lot of people like that, and a lot of guys are in jail because they couldn't handle the stress. They snapped instead of dealing with it.
Yeah, kind of like we had a situation out here. It happened on Sunday. Y'all probably heard about it in Florida. Um, this guy in Shreveport, his wife wants to get a divorce. He didn't want the divorce, so he killed him. Killed 8 kids, shot his
Right.
wife. Yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah.
Wow.
Then the guy
Yeah,
was
I heard about the killing. I didn't know why.
yeah, the
Wow.
guy was ex-military too. And it's like he didn't take himself out. Like he took a car, and the cops caught up with him. They exchanged friendly fire, and yeah, he gone. The wife's still in the hospital.
What the
Hopefully,
hell is friendly fire?
You know,
They
ride or
shooting at
die,
each other.
bang bang. But
I
yeah,
got
Friendly,
you. I know what you mean. It
yeah,
ain't
friendly
it
fire.
ain't friendly if you shooting at me. Shit.
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah, but I know what you mean though. But see,
Nah,
it doesn't
man.
make sense for things like that to happen.
Mhm.
Right?
And just for him being in the military, that just shows that, the lack of understanding, man. It's like sometimes we just need somebody to talk to, man.
Hmm.
Man, somebody go get that man a hug or something before he kill all them innocent kids. Kids ain't had nothing to do with you and your wife, what you and your wife had going on.
Right.
You know, it's just like I think it was a lady in Chicago who I don't know, I forgot where she was from. She killed her sons because she didn't have any help. You know, it's
Yeah.
like
Wow.
you can't just unalive these people because of you don't have help, man. A lot of us don't have help, man.
But did
You
she
know,
even ask for help?
did she ask the right people for help? That's the question.
That
See,
too.
because just
Yeah.
because I don't have my mama or my daddy or here or all this and that. Oh, I don't got nobody. You don't even realize the people down the street might be the savior because your
Yeah.
mom, your family and your friends, they're not gonna support your business or they're not gonna support you or they're not gonna help you take care of your kids. It's gonna be a stranger. You might meet a stranger, a millionaire friend, and be like, hey, you know what? We go $1,000 just to hear, get you by for a little bit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you got to
Hmm.
reach out to more than you got to talk to more than the people who you think are the ones. You know what I'm saying? And you have the time the ones you talking to, they going to tell your business.
Yeah.
So you got
They
to
ain't
put a
trying to help.
disclaimer out there. Hey, man, but we talk about it between us, man. Don't go out there like that. You know what I'm saying? You have a lot of people
Yeah.
who just don't listen, man. Who don't want to
Yeah.
take their advice, who don't want to change their ways, who don't want to see themselves in a different light. I am who I am. This is what it is. Type of mindset that keeps you
Hmm.
down in that stressful mode.
Right. And that's by not being able to release the stress. Because usually stress is going to show up in one of three ways. It'll show up mentally, where you're overthinking, you have racing thoughts, you can't focus. It'll show up emotionally, where you're always irritable. You have anxiety and frustration. Or physically, your tension, you get headaches, fatigue, poor
Mm,
sleeping habits.
mm, mm, mm.
All of this stuff gets to you, and after a while, your body starts to break down. Then you don't think straight. When you don't think straight, that's when you start doing stuff like that. You
Right.
going out, you mad at the world, and all of a sudden you can't think of nothing else to do but just, I'm gonna just go kill the world, or
You
at
know,
least you gonna kill the ones close to you that you
you
can
know what
get.
could resolve all those issues that you just mentioned? Sex.
Huh?
I said sex can resolve all those issues: the tension, headache, the backaches,
Yeah.
going bald early. Sex can resolve all that. Yes.
Say
Yeah.
some good old sex to get you right
Hey,
Good
past
old
that,
sex.
huh?
it definitely helps. It
And if you
definitely
don't have
helps.
nobody, what is it? Judy and her four sisters, whatever they called it.
Mm. Yep.
I think I
Susie
think that's
Palmer and her five slutty sisters.
I think that's why I got so many kids, because I wouldn't let nothing stress me out. I'd take it out on the one. Never
Right.
beat you back. Have another baby. Stress you out some more. We'll have another one.
On my
Another one.
on my little tax write-offs.
Yeah.
Ah! Yeah, I got better though with handling stress, man. But yeah, that short term stress, man, it's just like, that's the adrenaline to me part of the game right
Yeah.
there to where it's like, it's like, okay, it's over with. Let's get to it. Whatever we got to do, let's get to it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like when
That's
you
it.
finna fight,
Called the acute stress. Hmm.
yeah. When you finna fight on the playground, it's like, come on, let me
Yep.
go ahead. Who gonna hit first? I remember them
Yeah.
days, boy. Yeah, knock this stick off my shoulder.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a dangerous game to play.
Man, we had fun.
Hmm.
That was fun to us, man.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
this is
'cause we were completely a different type. We were a different breed, though.
Yeah, that was for social media, man. For social media,
Yeah.
life is beautiful, man. I
Yep.
don't even think people really stressed out before social media. If they did, we really wouldn't. We'd have a party about it or something, you know.
Right.
More unity, man. That's what we're getting back to in the community of people that I'm rocking with. Is that we
Good.
get more unity going. We talking more. We coming up with more solutions because
Hmm.
if you're not walking around here with a solution-based mindset, you will see stress. You will
Yeah.
feel stress. You will catch all of that
Hmm.
because you're not walking around with a solution-based mindset. And a lot of
Yeah.
people don't really understand the value of these words. It's like, say, solution-based mindset, emotional intelligence, exercise, journaling, even breathing exercises is way more
Hmm.
important than the physical.
Yeah.
Because
True.
if you don't know how to breathe when you running, if you don't know how to breathe when you lifting weights, you can damage something,
Yeah. You pass out.
you know. So we
Yeah.
really have to realize that it's the little things, man. It's the simple things. Oh, let me wet my
And
throat up so I can get these notes right. Let me.
you know, even Bruce Lee talked about stress. It was like, don't pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure the life that you have.
Yep. Yeah.
You sure Bruce
Only
Lee
the
said
thing
that?
is, hmm?
I said, you sure Bruce Lee said that?
Bruce Lee and quite a few other people.
Oh, okay. I was about to say that was
But
in a
I
song
know
I was
Bruce
just
said
listening
it,
to.
huh?
That was in a song I was listening to.
Hey, quite a few other people have said it, and they probably took the credit for it. But I just know I heard it from him.
Uh,
But then I've also heard it from other people too, saying pretty much the same thing. Worded just a
Yeah.
little different.
mhm.
Yeah.
It's like you ever hear the story about the little Indian boy talking to his grandfather, and the grandfather said, "You have two wolves. One is
Right.
evil, one is good."
Yeah.
But then I've heard that same story told where it was two karate masters or karate masters and a student.
Mm.
There was other people. The same story,
I heard
just
the one
worded
where
a
it was like
little
they had
different.
two prostitutes. One was good and the other one was evil. Might be the same
So,
thing. I don't know. You know, characters.
so which one won that battle?
Ginger, the good one.
It wasn't Mary Ann,
Oh
Ginger,
no.
Mary Ann, Mrs. Howe.
Yeah, for real.
Mm.
Nah, you didn't just go back to the
I went
wow. Where the
way
skipper
back.
at?
We're skip.
Way back, Gilligan's Island back.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
and
show that would not have you stressed out.
uh, true that.
Oh
Definitely
man.
gonna laugh.
But
And the
yeah,
thing is,
we go ahead, Mike.
no, I was about to say the thing is you can't eliminate stress, and it's even real unrealistic to even think that you can eliminate stress. But the real skill is managing the stress so that it works for you and not against you. Because just your attitude, the way you think about things, if you got a positive attitude, you don't hardly get a stress nowhere near as much as someone with a negative attitude because you see positivity in everything.
But
And
Mike, let
then,
me ask you, hold on, Mike. Now you say you
mhm,
can't eliminate stress. Who
no,
told you
you
that?
can't. How do you eliminate stress? You always
Emotional,
got stress,
emotional intelligence. We just talked
but you
about that.
don't eliminate the stress. You just redirect how you manage it. All you're
But
doing is managing your stress.
right,
For example, somebody walks up
right.
to you, they start cussing at you, you ready to punch them in the mouth. But instead, you take a couple of deep breaths before you even respond. So instead of reacting to what he's doing, you taking your time and you redirecting that stress.
So you can manage your
You
stress. You
managing
can
it. You're not
okay.
eliminating the stress.
Right.
Because unless if even if that person, if that happens, you can walk down the street and somebody cut you off, stand there cussing you out. Stress is going
But
to keep coming
is
at you
that
one way
but
or
is that
another.
stress? Is that stress or is that road rage?
It all depends on how you look at it. To you, it's always going to be that extra pressure coming from the
um,
outside. But the thing is still going to be how you handle it.
Whatever
Yeah,
it is, I like to provoke it. I see somebody that want to punch me, I provoke them. I want to help them get that stress out because it's gonna help me too, and
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
lose.
Right. And
But no,
you
you're
were
right.
talking about the emotional intelligence, but I would say there's you got stress, emotional resilience, and mental discipline, and all three of these basically work in conjunction with each other,
Right.
with being
Yeah,
able to deal with the stress.
that's right.
Because the stress itself is the pressure. The emotional resilience is how well you absorb it, and then the mental discipline is how you respond to it.
Hmm.
But if you're missing any one of these, you're basically just going to react to whatever's being done.
Yeah.
And there's always that saying that it's not about what happens to you, but how you respond
How you
to it.
respond to it. That's for real. Yeah, I like
Yeah,
that. I was reading something about that the other day. It's not what happens, it's how you respond. And
yeah,
that goes for so many things in life, man. You know, your
yeah,
job, your school, or whatever the case may be. We
yeah.
always have to take those deep breaths. We always have to just give
Hmm.
yourself 5 minutes before you speak. A lot of people are ready to react instead of
Yeah,
respond because that's the
yeah.
environment we grew up in. That's the toxic lifestyle. Me and my partner, we was talking about that about 3 days ago. How we grew up so much in these toxic lifestyles that where we don't even realize they were toxic.
Exactly, exactly.
It's a normal way of life.
It was, yeah, it's just normal. For
Right.
somebody looking from the outside in, they're like, man, that doesn't make any sense. But yeah, to us, it was just normal.
Hmm.
Then you said, there's a saying like, if stress is a storm, resilience is your ability to stay standing in it, and the discipline is choosing your next move instead of reacting blindly.
Yeah.
So these all work together for you to overcome the stress. Because that's why I say stress is constant. Because whether it's mental stress or physical stress, there's always stress around you in your daily life. And it all just boils down to how you deal with it.
Mm.
Not every day. It should be some days to where you're not stressed because as we're planning, proper planning, what is it? Proper planning prevents poor performance.
Prior planning. Yeah.
Proper planning. That's what it. That's
Yeah, the
that's the
five
quote.
P's.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. Proper planning prevents poor performance. So that way you will already have your day planned out. And then if something
Hmm.
don't go right, like you already have that in your head to where it's like, okay, this might happen. That's where it goes back to the solution-based mindset. Okay, this might
Right.
happen like this, or it may not. So let me just keep that in the back of my head to where I already see, okay, boom, I got something for that if that happens. Okay, boom. As I'm going down my list, that's what I'm speaking about, is that
Hmm.
as my day-to-day list is my to-do list for the day. If it goes well, at the end of the day, I reward myself with a bottle of champagne.
Mm. That'll work.
We popping bottles.
Mhm. Yeah.
As y'all could see, I was dancing. I was full of the bubbly, the champagne, the champimple.
Yep.
Mike was laughing at me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Mike,
was
that's
on it
how I
too,
relieve
man.
stress.
Hey, yeah, you look like you was having a good time doing it too, and it
Man, we
worked.
had so much fun that night, bro. Man, I think I drank 2 bottles of champagne that night. I was a little toasty. It was a little toasty.
Hmm.
And it wasn't even cold. It was toasty and it wasn't even cold.
Wow. Mm.
Yeah. But that's what we
So
do, man. We work on ourselves every day. We do self-development. And we just make sure that we read new information, get the new information so that if you see yourself, it's like we overloaded with information nowadays. So that's why I believe a
yeah,
lot of us are comfortable in not doing anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
true.
in the back of your mind, you probably like, man, I got a solution for that, so I ain't tripping, man. I'll get to it later. We still out
Hmm.
here living life at these big ages, like we still got time. You got
Yeah.
way too many years behind you to be out here on not on a day-to-day
Yeah.
basis, working harder, working smarter, finding out new information. You know, I go have me a good time, but at the same time, I had to do something before I was able to have a good time. Like I had to make these
Hmm.
projects work. I had to make sure that the work got done so the people can give me my money. Yeah, because if I don't get this bread, they'll be looking at me
Yeah.
like, hey. And now the project I'm taking care of right now, the lady just told me the other day, she said, oh no, we want we're loving what you're doing. Take your time. We just want everything done right. We got the kitchen floor we need to raise up to brace up. We got another bathroom in there we need to raise and brace up. I'm like, oh shit, okay. We hear up then. We hear up and get you up out of here. Get to the money.
I
Yeah,
hear you.
man. So these are things, man, we do. I know I do on a daily basis just to make sure that I'm completing each task every day, so I won't be stressed out. You know,
Right.
and then staying away from certain type of people too, bro. That's the
Yeah.
biggest thing right there. You know, a lot of us we communicate with the wrong people sometimes, and we find ourselves more stressed out than not. It's like, golly, what is you mad about today? You gang banging at breakfast? God, man.
Right. Hey, we
Yeah,
all got
man.
somebody. As soon as you see him come, you're like, oh, hell, here come this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got to brace yourself for it. Okay.
What they gonna
Get
be
ready
mad about
for
today? What they
him.
complaining
Yep.
about?
You already know what's coming.
All that complaining don't even win nothing, man. So
Yeah.
that's how like I done alleviated a lot of things out of my life to where I know what the problem is now. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
look back and I reflect on my past life. I reflect on where things went wrong. I reflect on my part that I played in those things.
Hmm.
Because see, a lot of us don't look at within. We always pointing that finger.
Right.
They made me mad.
Remembering instead of
They did
reflecting.
this to me. They did. It's like, no, 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 no. We don't. It's like people always talk about Trump. I'm like, you can't. What is y'all gonna do? So you gonna stress yourself out, but who's in the office that you have no control of? Your
Right.
one vote
Hmm.
did not put him there and is not gonna keep him there. They already got this stuff planned out. So if I know what's planned out already, why would I even stress about? Why would I even put my energy into that type of thing? If you know the
Right.
outcome of something, why would you put your energy into saying, "Oh, they need to change this, they need to change that"? What that serenity prayer says, give me the wisdom
Was
to
it?
change the things that I can and the understanding to, whatever I forgot exactly how it go, but
Yeah, I
y'all
forgot
know
too.
the
But I do
serenity
know the
prayer,
last part is the wisdom to know the difference.
the
Just to
wisdom to
change
know.
what I can, to
Yeah,
accept the things that I can't change, and the
right.
wisdom to know the difference.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
right there. So we have so many ways to manage the stress. So many
Yeah.
ways, but we have to utilize them in our day-to-day basis, man. Day-to-day events that happen. Because if you find yourself mad at somebody for something that you could have said prevented, you could have prevented it by not even talking to them. You
Right.
Yeah.
knew. You ought to feel energy. Energy is transferred. It's never, you can't get rid of energy just like you can't get rid of stress. You have
Hmm.
to see things coming before they come. And if it
Yeah.
blindsides you, you like, I already know what type of person you are.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even
Yeah.
gonna allow you to even stress me out behind anything that you got going on. Because I know what
Yeah.
type of person you are. Know who you're dealing with, know the opponent, the art of war. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Dr. Feelgood done told y'all that, you know.
Hmm.
The
Yes.
art of war.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are the things, man, that we're doing out here, man.
Yeah. I
We
know the other day
still
at work when I was right after my pre-shift, because I always like to end it on a positive note or whatever when I'm talking to the employees. And I tell them
Hmm.
everyone needs to be held accountable for whatever it is that they do, because at the end of the day, there's consequences and repercussions. And I don't mean I don't mind being the author of either. But they couldn't do what I say. So,
uh, you give them a motivational speech and threaten them at the same time.
You hear me,
absolutely.
man? It sounds like Red off the 5 Heartbeat. I told
Yeah.
you my office hours from 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dr. Feel Good hanging people off the balcony at school.
Think it's a game. I'll go feed on the Mike the Tiger.
Wow.
Oh man. Feed them to the lion, to the LSU Tiger.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's all
man.
12-1. Tigers be dying.
No, boy, I tell you.
But no, man, key categories like, there's work-related stress, financial issues, relationship and family problems, life changes, internal causes, environmental factors like you mentioned, traumatic events. There's acute stress.
Mhm.
There's chronic stress. There's emotional, psychological, like so much. But it can all, I would say it could all be so simple because it can. It's all in
Yeah.
how you look at it. I
Mhm.
mean, there's nothing, to me, there's nothing that's impossible. I mean, because yeah, everyone has something going on. But like you mentioned, how are you identifying it? How are you looking at it? What
Mhm.
about
Yeah.
this problem is causing you all your stress? What can you
Right.
do?
Mhm.
What can you do about it? You can only
Yeah.
control the things that you can change.
Yeah.
So when people ask me why am I so happy, like why would I be upset? Why would I let somebody take my positive vibe or my good energy
Yeah.
because bitch you mad because your girlfriend cheated on you?
Yeah.
Fuck, cheat back.
Mm.
I'm the wrong person to talk to about advice. Okay,
I ain't gonna
but
give
it's
you no
like,
good advice. Yeah, I ain't gonna give you
yeah,
no good advice, man. My
No.
advice is gonna be some nigga
I'm
shit.
not
So
See,
Dr.
don't
I'm
Phil.
not
even.
the
Dr.
one you
Phil
want to
good.
ask about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Don't ask me, cause
yeah,
I'm gonna give you something that's gonna be some toxicity. I'm gonna
yeah.
give you a
Yeah.
toxic.
I love a great toxic argument. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, oh, that's some good information.
Mm.
You know your wife is not going for no toxic argument. Cut it out.
No, not because we're good. That's why I said I
Yeah.
like hearing other people's
Oh,
toxic arguments. Oh yeah, we good.
cause you don't get to hear it at the house. You don't get to hear it.
Exactly. Like she did what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful
Wow.
thing, man. When you can,
Ain't it?
look outside and be like, "Hey, man, I'm glad that ain't us, man. That's not us."
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
did you hear what he called her?
Hmm.
Yeah, baby, I remember them days.
Hmm.
Let's go,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
I'm
I do.
telling you, I yeah, I have my lady. She be laughing at me when I be telling her stuff I used to do. She be like, "Oh, thank God for change. Thank."
Mm.
Yeah.
Thank God for change. 'Cause, dude,
Shoot.
you was toxic. Man, I lived in it and didn't even smell it. I ain't even
Yeah.
smell toxic.
Yeah. Pray with that
But shoot,
cologne. I don't smell
that
nothing.
was the life that we lived, the environment that we were in.
Man,
You can't.
I'm just
It's
thinking,
like,
Mike. I'm just
hmm?
thinking how Mike, you survived some real stressful times, bro.
Yeah.
Might
Glad to
survive
see you
Hey.
growing.
potential assassination attempts. While he
Yeah,
was
yeah. Mike around here
Yeah. You
growing
know.
like what's that boy name? Bruce Leroy.
hmm
Yeah, man.
Mike around here
Hey,
growing.
but you know,
Mike got the power now. I got the power.
He got the
yo,
clothes.
I tell you, it's kind of hard to get me stressed now.
You better believe it.
Hey, I'm enjoying things the way they are.
Yes, yes. No, we have to, man, and then be truthful, be honest,
Yeah.
and that way that other person or business partner, relationship partner, whoever can really have a real good understanding. Because if we try to lie and then you get caught, then you got to cover up the lie, and then you like, well, man,
Yeah.
no, that's too much going on. When you
Oh,
could have kept it a whole hundred at this age right now, it's like shit,
yeah.
man. You just let people know, hey, nah, this
That's
how
what
I
gets
feel about
me.
this. It's not what I'm gonna do. I ain't. Now I got 5 chicks right now on the roster, baby. So you just get in line.
Yeah.
Hey, one thing about it, if you go that route, at least now she got the option to say, okay, well, I'll deal with it, or yo, this ain't for me.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
And you got to have people around here, you know, like this, man, because we done, I think we done played the game too long, man. As far as like, I was listening to Ti talk about this the other day on Expeditiously, and he was like, we done did all the practice shooting we can do. You know what I'm saying? Now you young boys out here doing all this practicing. Now let's go get the real enemy. You know,
Mm, mm,
and that'll relieve some of that stress that we got in our neighborhoods. The wrong
yep,
police, the government ain't acting right. The court systems making bad decisions. It's like if you go into a court of law, you supposed to be getting justice. You know what I'm saying? But it's never that.
right.
It's always a stressful environment
Not for
because
us, right?
you listening to them tell you about something they was never involved in. How can you
Yeah,
defend a person that you wasn't there, and you
right.
trying to tell me something? It's like a situation, and it's like you got one person that's dead and the other person alive, and you saying about, well, how did he die? Y'all took him to the hospital. That's how he died.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all went to the hospital with him. Y'all love,
mm,
yeah, and we already know y'all killing, taking out organs and body parts. So if you
yep.
see a man that's physically fit, you like, oh, I'm finna get an organ. I'm finna get all of this, you
Mm,
know.
yeah,
And we gotta look at that too, man, because they sell our skin. Our melanated skin is getting sold on the black
yeah.
market for computer chips.
Hmm.
They done already took our women, raped our women. They done already diminished and emasculated the men in the neighborhood. Like, when do we say, okay, it's time to quit being Martin? I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, it's time to quit
enough is
being Martin.
enough.
It's time to see some Malcolm. Put some Malcolm out here now.
Yeah,
Get back to that part of the life to where we standing up. That's why more and more men are joining the Muslims. More and more men are joining the FOI. Let me say that, not the Muslims, because there's
mm,
different types of Muslims, but the FOI.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you see these type of men out here who's uniformed, who's disciplined, who's soldiers before they even have to join an army. You
right.
relieve them from stress because these men are getting answers. They're getting answers to where their mother couldn't give it to them. They're getting answers to where their father may couldn't have gave it, or their uncles, whoever they was raised by. And now they're becoming more confident in their walk of life.
Yeah,
And I really say that more strongly because I really see myself. If you got more, if you work out, you got confidence. If you're not gonna let too much stuff stress you. That's why I don't, you
right,
know, I can relate to what you're saying because I wasn't as this person I am right now back then, but I still didn't. I managed it different ways back then to where it's like,
right.
I just, man, I ain't tripping about that. Keep on going.
Hmm.
And if it was time to physically fight somebody, we gone got it
Yep.
over with. We
Then you
done
did
with
it.
that,
Yep.
you know. And
Exactly.
just like you said though, we did grow up handling stress a whole lot different from what these young boys do now, you know.
Right.
And just to have the conversation to them about it, that's stressful in its own self because they try to tell you about. I say, man, I tell my daughter, I
Yeah.
say, baby, this world is round. You ain't did nothing. It's
Hmm.
not no new time. Oh, that ain't like what you when you was growing. Yes, it is the same. Only difference is y'all
Ain't
got
nothing new.
too much information. We had to go search
Yeah.
for the information in
I
the
was just gonna say
encyclopedia.
the only difference is y'all have Wi-Fi.
That's it.
Hmm.
That's it.
You
You
can
got
get it in a
Wi-Fi. You,
moment.
you good.
Yeah. You get it right away.
Yeah.
To see that emotional resilience, that's what I was talking about when I was saying like the kids, when they're not faced with this adversity, then they don't know how to handle it.
Right.
You can't be
Right.
resistant to something unless you've been through it. You've got to face some kind of adversity, whether
Right.
it's getting beat up in school or not making the team.
Right,
You on the team, but you just riding the bench. You don't even get to get in the game.
right.
But then when you don't get a trophy, you ain't supposed to be mad about it. It's
No,
like
you're
I
not
don't
supposed to
even
be
want
mad.
a trophy
You're
if
supposed to
I
go
ain't
and buy
earned
your
it.
own.
Like it don't even make any
Buy a
sense to
bigger
me.
one.
Uh,
Yeah.
would you say feel good?
Oh no, I said no. You're not supposed to be mad that you didn't get a trophy. You're supposed to go and buy a bigger trophy.
They
Hey,
sell them at the store, huh?
Yeah, I don't want
Put
your
your
little
name
funky
on
trophy anyway.
man.
My trophy got my name engraved on it.
it. Yeah.
Mm,
No.
That's why I talked to my
wow.
oldest daughter the other day. It was talking about how, like, when a man, they was talking about how, well, I was explaining to her that you shouldn't want a man to open the door for you to go through first because what's outside, you don't know.
Right.
You got to walk through the door first as a man and be like, shit, let me go check the surroundings because if you put your woman in front of you, you just put her in the line of fire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
That's
chivalry,
true.
I look at things different now because it's like, oh, open the door for your woman. We was taught that. That's incorrect. You don't open your door for your woman unless y'all going to an event hall or something. Because if you taking you walking out the door and then all of a sudden it's a dude who just, oh, there they go right there. Let me shoot her. It's like, damn,
Yeah.
you done let your lady get killed. You ain't here to protect her.
Yeah.
If you a
And then the police gonna
protector,
be looking at them. Why did you go out the door first?
right? But if you're a real protector, you don't put that stress on her.
Right.
And
Right.
then we walk around so blindly, not even realizing that's a stress component right there, man. So, you
Yeah.
know, like we have to realize, man, a lot of things that we were taught incorrect, wrong,
Yeah.
absolutely wrong. The medicine
True.
we was fed, the doctors we was given, the court system, all of this stuff is wrong. But yet
Hmm.
still, we'll still wake up every day and say, man, I can't do nothing about it. Yeah, you can do something about it by changing you. You don't have to go through their
Yes.
system. Stay out
Right.
the way, stay low key, stay off the grid, stay out their way, and live your life through your own grid, man.
Hmm.
Be the avatar in the trees out there, and you can't even see us, because we living in a world that y'all can't even see.
Right.
So we won't be stressed out because we're not doing what they do. I'm not listening to the news breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm not eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm not doing all the things that I was taught growing up because I feel better when I eat one meal a day. I feel
Hmm.
better when I get up and exercise at 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. I feel in the rising. See, let me correct myself. In the rising.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
feel so much better when I get this new information and I start taking meditation and I listen to these meditations while I'm asleep. You know, I write every now and then. I write down the things that I want to see happen tomorrow. So we have to change what we want to see in ourselves
Right.
first, so we don't
Right.
get stressed out behind somebody else's negligence of information, negligence
Right.
of knowing themselves. Because if they don't know themselves, they can't tell you about you. But yet and still we'll allow somebody to tell us, oh, you this and you that. No, you don't even know who you are. You ain't gonna tell me
Right.
nothing about me under no circumstances. So I can't see myself stressed out behind what nobody got going on because I know me. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's true.
No.
But I was at the doctor earlier in the month, right? And my doctor was telling me that my blood pressure. So your blood pressure just a little elevated. And so okay. He was like, well, I'm gonna put you on my blood pressure medication. I said, you might as well not even write the prescription. So like, but you had a stroke years ago. I said, yeah, 20 years ago, and I haven't had a problem since. I said, but
Right,
I'm not going to take the medicine anyway. If you give it, even if you prescribe it, because she had prescribed it like last year, and then she looked at her computer. You never took the medicine. Like, no, and I'm not going to.
right,
So then she was like, okay, well, they gave me this blood pressure machine so I could check my pulse every day. So every morning when I got up, I checked my blood pressure. I told her I deal with exercise and changing my diet. I went back earlier this week, like was it no last week, last Thursday. I went, gave her the paperwork. The doctor called me. Oh, your blood pressure looks good. Just keep doing what you're doing. Then
Yeah.
she called back on Monday talking about, well, you want me to recommend you or refer you to a dietitian so they can help you with what you're doing to get your eating under control? Like,
Mhm.
sure, I'll go see the dietitian,
Yeah.
but I'm still not taking the medicine that you was trying to prescribe.
Right.
So I'm like, why would I take a medicine that's going to give me some kind of symptoms where I'm going to have to take another medicine for
Right.
to cure that symptom or to help with that symptom just to
Right.
have to keep. I'm like, my mom takes 12 different pills every day. I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'll
No,
go out
no.
here, I'll exercise and just eat right. And
That's
so
it.
far, I've been doing pretty good. I've been cutting back on the meat, eating
Right.
more vegetables, because that was
Right.
my biggest thing, not eating vegetables. And a lot of
Mhm.
times I would eat one meal a day, but then if I get hungry, it's like, okay, Hardee's or McDonald's or something right there. That's where I go eat. Now
Right.
I avoid that altogether, or I try to at least every once in a while.
I
But
gotta get a Big Mac every now and then,
yeah,
y'all.
and you know what the trip is? I don't even eat burgers.
Right.
I'll get a chicken sandwich, and now I've been getting it with nothing on it, just the chicken and the bread, and then I throw away half of the bun.
But man, you
So
need to put the lettuce and tomato on it. That don't,
yeah,
they're
but when
telling
I'm
to give
driving and I'm eating, like nah,
telling to
I don't
give you
want stuff
extra
crawling in
lettuce,
my
so you
lap.
don't even have to have a bun. You just use lettuce as the bread.
Yeah.
You know, I saw somebody put a post up with that a burger, a cheeseburger wrapped in lettuce.
Yeah,
Hey,
because
that does look like
my girl
something
wants
that I try.
KFC bread. Like if we go to Five Guys, like
Hmm.
she'll just get the meat with the lettuce.
Yeah,
It's like Inside Out burger.
yeah,
Hmm.
Yeah, stuff
yeah,
pretty good.
man. I'm telling
I'm
you
gonna
that
try that.
bread,
I never asked
that,
for it before, but I'll try it.
that
Cause
bread
I
is
mean,
killing us.
it can't be wrong. Can't go wrong with
Yeah.
it.
How you gonna go wrong with a lettuce sandwich? You got a
Right.
lettuce and
Right.
tomato sandwich. How you gonna go wrong with a lettuce and
Yeah. Just
tomato
leave
sandwich?
all the
Yeah.
condiments off.
Whenever you go to Five
See, I
Guys, you
could
tell
deal
them
with
that you
that.
want the no Diddy sandwich. They're gonna be like, no Diddy. Be like, yeah,
The no sandwich.
no Diddy, no bread, all the meat. Oh, okay. We got a Diddy. Like, yeah, they got you.
All meat.
Give
Yeah.
me all the pause, man. We're gonna throw a flag on that.
Yeah.
We're
I got the
gonna
pause. What?
flag on the play.
Flag on the plate. Wow.
Man, y'all gotta look at Joe and Jada show. The Joe and Jada show. Joe, boy, Fat Joe be having me laughing.
Yeah.
Fat Joe is he just Jada be looking at flag on the play. You got too many things going on.
Wow.
But yeah, man, this is definitely one of those topics that we don't really think that is bad. Oh, it ain't just it ain't that bad. It's like yeah, it is. It really is. It's like you have to make sure that you are not allowing outside sources or outside things to outside entities to mess with your inside voice or your inside living or your inside period. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I can't see myself allowing outside. I just shut down. I know how to shut down. I be
Hmm?
quiet. Let me get out your way.
Nah.
I'm gonna let you
Right.
finish talking, and I'm gonna just be quiet.
And sometimes you have to shut down on
Mhm.
yourself because whenever you see yourself starting to have like those negative thoughts or stresses
Right.
force its way in, like because for a while I didn't know how to deal with it. Like you said, you rewarded yourself with champagne
Right.
like for doing a great job. I used to
Mhm.
reward myself if it was good or if it was bad.
Yeah.
That's why my limit was so high with stuff because I'm like, man,
So
shit.
you was gonna get that reward regardless, huh?
Exactly. So I had to like do it. I had to sit back and think about it, like, bro, like you're never gonna grow because like it's like if you win, you win, and if you lose, you win. What the
Yeah.
hell am I celebrating?
Right.
Mm.
So I
Right.
just had to get to that point. I'm like, all right,
Yeah, that's what I say now because that's what I posted that the other day. I say I don't lose, I learn. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
Right.
I don't take losses no more. I just learn from what wasn't for me. You know.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
and I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm just going to say, you know what, that wasn't for me. Let me keep it pushing because I can't see myself tricking myself out of my spot.
Exactly.
You know, I heard some horrible information about family that was going down, and I could have easily went that nigga route, you know. But
mm,
I said, nah, let me take myself, let me sit back because I got to tell the universe about this one and let them take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I can't see myself stressing behind it because it happened 9 years ago, but it's still something that's relevant to where you know, it's like if you see yourself like hurting somebody, you're like, man, you got too much going on out here. You can't
Yeah,
be over there beating this dude head into a pulp.
I had
You
to
can't.
mm,
pause myself because I don't like the color orange that much.
mm,
But yeah,
Yeah,
because
talking about orange is the new black. No, it ain't.
mm. Right?
No, it ain't.
Mm.
Not in my world.
Nah.
Yeah, man. I didn't. Yeah, it's a lot of things, man. That you know, I look, you know, like I just done. I'm on a different page of reading new information, man. Reading that, you know, neuroscience. Being a neuroscientist to myself, you know, figuring me out before I figure out the world. Work harder
Hmm.
on yourself than you do on your job, like Jim Rohn say. Jim Rohn,
Right.
rest in heaven, Jim Rohn. He's a good dude.
yeah,
Yeah, he has some good information. Les Brown, all of these
Yeah.
people, man, that I was introduced to back in 2019, I've stayed with that same information. I stayed the course of wanting to
Hmm.
learn me more, you know, because I can't see myself outside of me. Anything outside of me stressing me. I can't see it. I gotta be the one
Right.
that stresses me out.
and that's like your girl
Yep.
TK from Tava when she
Yeah.
was at the airport and she met Coach E.
Oh,
Coach
okay.
Trey Thomas. Yeah, she saw him
Yeah.
over there.
That's what's up. I
Yeah.
ain't even see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
man. ET a bad boy, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know. And see when you get yourself in them type of situations to where you can meet somebody like that, man, and you just say hello. You know, like when I met 19 Keys, man, I couldn't even. I would say, bro, just keep doing what you're doing, man. We appreciate you out here, young fella. I appreciate you, man. You know, and that was all I could really muster up at the time. But when I left, I was like, damn, I could have asked him this. I could.
Yeah.
I was so damn
Right.
starstruck. I'm like, look at this dude, man. There you go, the dude right there. That's the dude, man. Because that's when I had
Yep.
just got off into his content. But you know, he went back and started showing things that man, I've been doing this since I was 9. It's like, man, you don't realize. But you know, it's like, man, we get those one time opportunities, and we do our best to capitalize on it because you don't know when you're gonna meet somebody again. Just to be saying
Right.
hi and taking a picture is not. You know, you got to have them questions ready. Stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
True that. True that.
Yeah, but it's been good, man. This life is good, man, and with the new life that I'm living is good. You know, I can see Mike. He's living a better life too. You know, I know Dr. Feelgood always gonna live the best life. Living the best
Always.
life. I ain't going back and forth with you, nigga. Living the best
Mm.
life.
I'm not going back and forth. I done did that already.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one part of life, man, that we got to get past, man. I seen a meme that says, at this age, uh, it's embarrassing to be, you know, to be living, you know, going, yelling and screaming and cussing and fussing. We should have learned them lessons a long time ago, but
Yeah,
yet and
Yeah.
still, we stayed in that environment, you know.
I even learned to
Yep.
bite my tongue a little bit more instead,
Oh yeah,
like stopping, embarrassing people because that shit like I have to do every day.
they said
'Cause-
embarrassing people.
yeah, because it's long story short, the dude was bragging about how he got this and how he got that. I'm like, all right, cool, man, life good. I re-upped. I'm like, That's cool.
Yeah.
Talking about Adderall, mind you.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him. I'm like, nigga, first off, you're not even prescribed Adderall. You filling somebody else's script.
Yeah,
You
it's
call that
crazy.
bossing up.
It's crazy.
So I was just looking at him. I'm like, cool. Do you, bro? But
Yeah.
like I said, I left it on a good point because I was going to drive the hell out of him. But I'm like, what am I going to benefit from it besides a laugh?
That's it.
I'm going to reward myself tonight for that.
There you go. I rewarded myself last night. I ain't going out. I'm going to bed.
Oh, yeah.
Here go my champagne, some agua.
Wow.
But yeah, man, it's been another great episode of the Elite Mancast, y'all, man. What we gonna go out with tonight, Mike?
Okay, I'm gonna go with stress doesn't break you;
Shining, boy.
it reveals you. Emotional resilience is what keeps you standing. Mental discipline is what makes you dangerous. Anybody can stay calm when life is easy. The real question is, who are you when pressure shows up?
Mm. There you come on, Mike. Yeah, there you go.
Come on, Mike.
Been waiting all
You know
week
what
to
this
say
statement
that,
kind of
huh?
reminded me
Mike,
of? Mike?
You know it.
It's like when you go to
Hey,
Walmart, they just put everything out there because, like, hey, the people gonna buy it anyway.
yeah.
Put it out. I like it. I'm gonna just stay with don't stress, do your best, forget the rest.
How about that?
oh shit!
Simple and plain.
Damn, simple and sweet. That'll work.
Yeah, now I'm gonna say this. If you feel like something is about to stress you out, take some deep breaths, count to 5 backwards, and keep on pushing, man. Don't even let it get you. It ain't worth it. If it
Yeah.
ain't about your kids trying to beat your head in, it don't matter.
That's it.
As long as your kids ain't trying to kill you, you gonna be all right. But we gonna come back next week, man. Do it again. We appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna have some great topic. We're gonna have another great topic next week. Peace. And we out.
Peace.
Peace.
Good one, fellas. See you
Yes,
next
sir.
week.